Hey y'all, video number 2, and we still don't know what we're doing. We kind of got the question we alluded to, being healthy while maintaining a busy lifestyle. So I think we're going to talk about that in this video and make it a little bit shorter than our last video. So I'll let her get started on how she stays fit being so busy.
First thing, we do not normally dress alike, so don't get used to this. We just got back from family pictures, so I just want to put that out there. We don't do this. For me, time management is key. I think that if you set some, kind of a schedule, you're able to stay fit. I try to pack my lunch every day, make sure I wake up early before I go to work. That way, after work, I don't have to deal with it.
Because we have the kid after work, and so 4 a.m., he's still asleep, and that's before she has to go to work.
Yeah, so I can wake up, knock out the workout, and then he gets up, start the daily duty type thing. And having my meals already done is pretty easy. We pretty much eat pretty solid meals, and they're pretty much the same on a day-to-day basis. So that makes it easier for me, is more time management.
Yeah, so kind of going along with that time management and meal prep, I know that gets thrown out there a lot. You sound so serious when you talk about meal prep, but for us, it's just easy. We don't do it because necessarily it's so healthy or anything. We cook 6 or 7 pounds of chicken in a crock pot, shredded chicken, and we eat it pretty much lunch and dinner, but we sometimes salads or wraps or with rice or with noodles or whatever we want to put it in.
So it's so much nicer, because if you think about it, rice, noodles, whatever, so easy to cook, but meat's a little bit longer, and it's how do you prepare it or whatever. But with the shredded chicken, we put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, and it gives it flavor. It stays moist, and you don't have to worry about a lot of times when you grill a lot of times whenever you grill your chicken, it kind of it tastes rubbery, and it just doesn't taste as good whenever you warm it up the next day.
It's not very good on the grill.
Obviously, he cooks on the grill, not me. But yeah, go ahead.
So my chicken's rubbery on the grill.
Yeah.
So, our little man.
Come on.
Something else, I say always have a plan. Alright, we don't really plan for him to be in these videos like this, but here he just decides that he wants to be. So, you gonna put him on? That was awful. I know. I'm sorry. So anyways, have a plan of when you're gonna work out. So she works out every morning about 4:30. And she knows that. I work out, I have a flexible work schedule as far as working out's concerned, so I get pretty lucky in that sense. But
yeah, they're filming you.
So, for example, last week we got called from the daycare that we had to go pick him up because he was sick, and I had to come home. So I had to adjust my schedule, but I always make sure I worked out. Persistence is the #1 thing when it comes to working out. Your programming really doesn't matter. Your meal prep really doesn't matter if you're not persistent with any of it. So persistence. So time management, persistence, and be flexible. The last thing I want to talk about, I think, in this video is how we help each other out. We both assume certain roles. For example, I always do the outside work. She always dusts because I hate dusting. But she usually gives Emerson a bath, things like that we're normal, that we're used to. But sometimes we switch it up when there's days she comes home. Woo! So I make sure that I try to take on a little more responsibilities that night, and I think we do well helping each other out when it comes to that.
Yeah.
The only part that I suck at is Saturday. For Strongman Saturday, I usually have a couple buddies come up, work out, and she tries to work out with us. And I don't really do my part in taking care of Emerson. I'm more of the host.
Yeah, it's hard to work out together, and that's why we don't. So Saturdays are probably going to change up a little bit for me. I'll probably work out in the morning, because by Saturday I'm running around trying to keep him in the yard. We live in a housing development that, there's cars going through. We don't want him to get hit by a car or anything. So it's just, we have to change things up. But another thing I think that keeps you accountable is we do track our meals. I hate it. I hate every bit of it.
That's a good one, yeah.
But I think that it helps, and I think the only reason why I hate it is because I eat like crap a lot of times, and I don't want to show it. And there's days I'll just skip my meal and my meal prep or my calorie counter. But I think it holds you accountable, because obviously the numbers don't lie. Yeah, and it helps you want to eat healthy, so you don't have to track that meal.
Emerson.
That's all I got.
Yeah, the meal prep, that's a good one, or not the meal prep, the tracking your meals, that's a good one for anybody. the number one thing people ask diet questions, and my first question is, what are you doing now? And they have a rough answer, but they don't know really. I mean, most people don't really know what they're eating every day on a calorie intake sense, especially, and then you start talking about macros, protein, fat, and carbs, they definitely don't know. So step number one is track your food. Sometimes it sucks when you go to log in something that you think is healthy already, and from a restaurant especially, and next thing you know, your healthy sandwich has 1,400 calories and 50 grams of fat, which is disheartening.
Yeah.
But,
and that's something hard with my job. I go out to eat a lot. We take a lot of clients out to eat. So what I'll do is I will track that meal the day before. And I know that might sound a little crazy, but that way I can move my meals around so I am still getting the nutrients that I need to stay on track. So that's kind of how we deal with everything, and kind of just the schedule, the meal prep, the helping each other out. I mean, those are great points of how we continue to live a healthy lifestyle.
and by no means are we ultra lean or anything. We're more worried about strength than being lean, but I'd say we're both pretty fit.
Yeah, we're working on it. We'll continue.
All right, well, the video went longer than I expected.
Yeah, and
And
Emerson's here.
So let's tell them bye.
Say bye.
Say
See you
thanks for hanging out
later.
with us. Bye.
Bye.